Hey, let's chill out. You're going a little crazy.
안녕. 잘 보고 있어. 바이바이. really 좋아. 아, 좋아? 아이고 좋아. 저 영주권 있어요.
영주권 누구지? 영주권을 안 넣으셨는데 어디 계시지? 이게 원래는 안 되셔야 되는데.
영주권을 정보를 넣냐는 말씀이세요?
그러니까 영주권 정보는 안 들어있는 게
For attention, please. This is a big change announcement. We are leaving from 649, where service to Bangkok has reached 36.
front row.
하와이 갈 거예요 우리. 엘라야. 얼마나 하와이 사셨어요?
24년.
아드님이요? 다 군인 가족.
Yeah, that's fine.
Thank you.
Can you take them? It really hurt?
It's here. Yes. Where's Parsha Ocean View?
Yeah.
Sure, thank you.
You see it?
Kuna was like big father since you're my older brother.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
You get to call him Big Daddy, huh?
Yeah.
Oh.
Over an hour holding her over by the exit door to get her to fall asleep when she eats. Now she can see things farther. Watch her. How about that?
Look at that. Look at Sean. It's crazy. It's beautiful. Ocean view.
Oh, they got kind of.
Come on in. Oh my gosh, you missed Nancy go down in the elevator.
Really?
Hi. How are you? Good to see you.
Did you survive mommy and daddy on the way here? Did you take care of them?
It's Australian.
No, this grows with her so you can tighten it. Is that good? What? Did you guys have a sound machine for her?
All right, Karen. Let's fill it out.
That's actually a good idea.
That's what she has other things.
So grapefruit, oranges, lilac-way. This is the sour sap.
What is that?
The sour sap, where it's like a the artificial apple flavor is the only thing that I can like. I ate it with the skin on, but it was
You gotta like scoop.
What is the name of this?
Which one?
This?
I understand how the flavor of it's good. Yeah, but we somebody that's like addicted to something. It's hard. So the rich French people built shit up in the mountains so they could hang out in the summertime.
Beautiful.
You're gonna see it again because this is my breakfast outfit.
Oh yeah. Hi.
We're not afraid.
After she eats at like 10:30. She'll probably sleep. She might sleep. Rich dude, Larry.
It is pretty. Do you want to try some?
Surfboard.
Thing.
Gotta get that. You can have what? Electrical bird. Starlink.
ล่ะ Ja, werkte. No cloud at all. Sorry for late.
Coffee, I'm gonna have to open up.
One of those new. Yeah, that's about what it was. You know, they're saying, oh, you don't need to put money down. This, that, that's the other thing. It's just not enough sunny days. I mean, we said
Oh my god.
Ella, Kiko. 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 Ella ya, amma. Kiko. Thank you so much. Have a good day.
Hey Siri. Illuminoso.
Think about it. No think about it, kid.
Hi, baby. Hi, baby. Can you sleep up? Aqui, ela.
I tried to feed her for like almost.
Vicious. Oh, no survivors.
Yes.